Hold on. Want to get the light right. What's up, Knicks Nation? I hope this Sunday finds you and your family safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food and shelter and clothing, as well as health, are being met today. You know, the reason I say that is because many people don't know there's a lot of people that are lacking in these areas. But if you got it, I hope that you got it and that you're good today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field and the first responders who every day are trying to save human lives. Blessings upon those that pick up garbage for us to keep streets and sidewalks, parks, highways, parkways clean. And those that make deliveries, even on Sunday, of things like food and water and mail and packages for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women who 7 days a week, 12 months a year, 24/7, trying to rescue and deliver the teenagers and the children who are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. The victims also of pornography. They're going to child pornography. The victims of prostitution and child prostitution, human trafficking and sex slavery, and double curses on the perpetrators, those pervs, and the profiteers who traffic in this human misery. Finally, blessings upon the homeless. There are nearly 600,000 brethren in Knicks Nation, 600,000 men, women, and daggone children living on the streets of the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions, and blessings upon them. For theirs is the kingdom. Greetings to the chat. Rich Jim, Russell Reed, Malik, my brother. I'm Abraham, my brother. Your Jose Vanquez, Bostino, Stoop Kids, MBIC, the insurance man, Sister Margaret Edwards, Guilford McCormick, my brother, Keith Watkins. Greetings to the chat and all of the rest of y'all. Greetings to the chat. So, first off, listen, man. Even the haters have to give some props to Tom Thibodeau. Come on, y'all. Give it up. Stop being crickets out there. Stop being haters. Look, in the back of our minds, many of us in Knicks Nation really didn't believe. I know. I tried to be real. So I wasn't expecting any changes in the lineup for Friday. I wasn't expecting any changes in the lineup. Why? Because Thibs' career, his whole career, he liked to stick with the lineup he chooses from training camp, 20 to 30 games. Between 20 and 30 games, he sticks with that lineup before he starts making changes. Even last year with Kemba Walker, it was 20 games in before he made a change. But brethren, this was only what, 7 games? He switched that up in a minute, real quick. And the surprising thing is he put Grimes in the lineup. Now, won't be slightly critical of Thibs. You know, Grimes could not have been prepared to come in and start. You got to throw whatever stats he had on Friday out the window. And I looked at the game, and you could see the template, the structure of what will become a tremendous lineup with him in it. But he's not ready because he was hurt. And not only that, he ain't had time to gel with the first unit. In a situation like this, it's not about, you know, if Fournier was injured, right, and you had to put Grimes in, okay, you get that. But Fournier wasn't injured. This was a change in the rotation. Change in the rotation. So he puts Grimes in the door, you know, he throws that young brother to the wall, and his foot was not even fully healed. Listen here. The Knicks are deep enough, and I believe Thibs will come to this conclusion. You don't have to worry about Grimes right now. You don't. Why don't you have to worry about Grimes right now? You got Cam. You got Cam. What? Is Thibs and maybe some Knicks in the organization are afraid that brother Cam might get in that starting five and never give it up? He might. Yo, let me tell you something, man. A couple of years ago, right? We had Doc Rivers' son, Austin, on the team. Y'all remember that? I think it was Thibs' first season. We had Austin Rivers on the squad, right? And I called him Butter. The reason I called him Butter, many of y'all wouldn't understand, and I understand why you wouldn't understand. Growing up, we played, most of us in New York, around the country, but in New York, most of your games are street ball. And you know what? In New York, street ball is deadly serious, okay? It's not always playing for money, but it's pride. You understand? It's deadly serious when you're playing street ball in New York, okay? So there was a young brother that I grew up with. He was a bit of a gangster. Almost got me in trouble a couple times just being around him. But he played the ball game. He was skinny, little light-skinned boy. Played the game. He was very lighter than me. Played the game so smooth. We used to call him Butter because he was just smooth, right? But there was another Butter. He used to play for the Chicago Bulls way before many of your time. So I'm not expecting you to know him. But way before many of your time, there was a dude they used to call Butter Bean. He played for the Chicago Bulls. If you an old timer like me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He used to play for the Chicago Bulls, average about 20 a game. He was an all-star a couple of times. His name was Bob Love. Bob Love. He played for the Chicago Bulls. They used to call him Butter Bean because he was so smooth. Yo, Cam is the new Butter Bean. Cam, when I say Butter Bean, y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. It's Cam Reddish. Okay, look. When that brother makes a move, man, like I think it was against Philly where he got the ball. Julius Randle passed it to him in the corner, and he did a Euro step. But brother did it with such smoothness. That's all I can say. And the dip at the end. There's two Knicks that have that kind of style. It's Butterbean Cam, and it's Obi. They both got that style, man. So Cam is now Butterbean. Now I told y'all that as far as basketball ability, Cam is the top Knick as far as physical ability. I think I did tell y'all that. And I also told y'all I believe the cream rises to the top. I think I told y'all that. So that if Cam could stay healthy, his obvious superior talent would be shown. Now, it's not showing up in the stats right now. No, it's not. It's not showing up in the stats. Not the way I can envision him doing it. I think Cam could be a 20-point scorer. You see, some of y'all complain. Let me explain something going on with some of y'all Knicks Nation. Just to, I'm not trying to dish y'all. I'm not trying to down y'all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Let me just explain to you. Some of y'all will say, why does Cam stand in the corner all the time on offense? You'll notice that, right? He just kind of stands in the corner so that, right now it's Brunson, RJ, and Randle. Those are your top three options. And Cam is kind of the fourth option when he gets the ball, whatever. But let me explain to you something. Do y'all realize that the best perimeter defender on the Knicks that's in the rotation is Cam Reddish? Okay. You must realize that. Now, when that's the case, okay, it takes a lot of energy when you're first coming into the situation that Cam is coming into, and you're getting starters minutes and you're getting rotational minutes. I'm not saying he would never, you can't expect him to right off the bat have that energy on both sides of the ball. It takes time. Like a cat like RJ, for example. RJ's been playing heavy minutes from his rookie year. He's been literally top 5 in the NBA in minutes since his rookie year. So he's used to playing both sides of the ball, playing heavy minutes. Cam has got to break into that. You got to understand. So he's focusing on the defensive end. Why? Because that is what got him on the floor initially. Thibs knows the boy could play defense. His length is tremendous, and he knows how to play defense. There are players that be going off like Tyrese Maxey until you put Reddish on them. It's almost like drawing the deuce card. That's all I'm saying. It's almost like drawing the deuce card. When you draw the deuce card, you done for the night. So when you draw the butter card, when you draw Butterbean, you got a problem that night. So Cam is focused his energy on the defensive end of the floor. That's why he stands in the corner. He's trying really not to exert a lot of offensive energy, except when he has the opening, when he catches it, somebody passing to him, when he's slashing, and, he catches it. I was trying to tell you, some of y'all was trying to tell me Cam can't play defense. No, that's not true. I was trying to tell y'all Cam is the most talented basketball player the Knicks have. He got the talent. I'm telling you, I was expecting Ben Mathurin from this brother. And I think still we could get that. Now, he's using his energy on the defensive end because you need him, right? You all understand now. You need him on the defensive end. Yeah, Butterbean could play defense, Russell Reed. But Butterbean could play defense. Chicago Bulls had a very tight defensive unit. At that time, they had a guy you might have heard of named Jerry Sloan. But before he was coaching Utah, he was a guard starting for the Chicago Bulls with Butterbean. Okay, they had this other brother named Norm Van Leer, another roughneck. They were both defense. They couldn't shoot to save their life, but they was defense. That's why and Butterbean could play defense with him. I'm just telling you, back in the day, Chicago was rough like that. Okay, that's all I'm saying. This is before Michael Jordan. Okay. They was rough like that. So yeah, no. Then they got Otis Gilmore from the ABA, but it was after his prime. You understand? So yeah. Butterbean was all that. But I think, is Butterbean a Hall of Famer? If he's not, he should be. But Cam has that in him. Okay, he does. It's just a matter of giving it some time. You see, this is where, right here, is where I'm favoring Thibs penchant for letting a unit run 20 or 30 games. See, this is the unit right here. Let this unit run 20 or 30 games. That's all I'm saying to y'all. And remember, listen, some of y'all will remember. Did I not tell you? Let's get 5 and 5 out that first 10. Didn't I tell you that? Let's get 5 and 5 out of the first 10. I said maybe 4 and 6. It won't be 3 and 7. That would be bad. But I said 5 and 5 out the first 10. And I wasn't saying that to say they were going to be 500 for the year. Some of y'all took it that way. No. I'm telling you, they're going to get better as the year goes on. Once they start to gel, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So, you got Butterbean in the lineup right now. And all I'm saying is, I believe we will go. The Knicks will go to a new level when Grimes comes back. But I'm saying they shouldn't try to push the brother. I know the brother trying to get on the court in a bad way. I know he is. He that type of dude, that gym rat type of dude. But he gotta let it rest. Back in the day, there was a filly, a horse. Yeah, you think of brother Raw Hebrew going off the tangent? No, I'm not. Listen. There was a horse. It was a filly. Now, generally speaking, fillies are slower than male horses, okay? But there was this filly back in the 70s named Ruffian. Ruffian was rough, okay? And she hurt her leg. Now, they didn't want to put her down. Normally, when a horse hurts its leg, they put it down. They put it down. But with Ruffian, such a special horse, okay? They didn't want to put her down. Okay, they didn't want to put her down. She was so bad that they raced her against Foolish Pleasure, who was the top male horse at the time. Ruffian was the female version of Secretary. Okay, I'm going back for some of y'all don't know who I'm talking about, but some of y'all do. But Ruffian was the female version of Secretary. Unbeatable. They know Philly in the world could beat Ruffian. Okay, that's how tough she was. But she broke her leg. Okay. And they put her leg in the air cast and they was trying to save her. But her spirit was such, she kept kicking and kicking and kicking and breaking herself and messing the cast up. They end up having to put her down. Okay. And I bring that up to say Grimes has got to chill for a minute. I know he wants to get back, but the thing is that Tom Thibodeau favors the young brother. You ain't losing your spot, man. Everybody knows you dedicated. Everybody knows you a gym rat. Everybody knows you can play tight defense. Everybody knows you got that Allen Houston Sweet J. Everybody knows it. So just chill. Make sure you heal. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Don't force it back. That's all I'm saying. Don't be like Ruffy. Don't be kicking. Stop. Chill for a minute. Imani Prakash, what's up? Everybody need to chill for a minute. Okay, let him chill. Let Cam go in there. Cam doing his business, man. Now, I understand how Grimes is pushing because, look, right, y'all know, some of y'all were with it, right? We were talking about Brunson, RJ, Cam, Mitch Rob, and Julius Randle. That's what we were talking about. Really, we wanted Obi, but we knew they were going to start Julius Randle. We knew that, right? So look, that's what we was talking about. Now it's here, okay? Now, I can understand Grimes. Though Grimes is thinking, damn, I had a chance to get the starting spot at the 2. And because of this foot, man, Cam is taking over now. I can't get it. Okay, you're right. But he's going to have to chill because we're going to need Cam down the road. We're going to need Cam down the road. Okay, things go right the way I think they're going to go. But what you see with Cam in the starting line is going to be a permanent fixture. Okay, so Grimes has got to accept. He's only in his second year. You know, accept the role, brother. You'll be on Mobb Deep. I mean, look at Obi. So, you know, he had to chill for a minute to get back fully healthy. We're going to need him down the road. We're going to need him. Because even in the few minutes he played, you look at the stat sheet. When I first looked at the stat sheet, like I know better. I'm looking at the stat sheet and I'm seeing him with 2 points, you know, 0 for 1 from the field, whatever. And I'm seeing negative on the plus minus, but I know it was not quite what those stats reveal. When I looked at the game, the minutes that Grimes is in there, the ball flows, the defense is tight, the IQ is high. You know, you got all the makings of a really good player right there. So there's no doubt. So I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about him trying to force his way back before he's ready. Now the Knicks, especially before Thibodeau even, but now since Thibodeau, because I believe the Knicks organization knows Thibodeau's pinching for pushing players. So they're going to make sure you're 100% before you hit the floor. So I want Grimes to wait. Just chill, man. Even if it costs you another 2 weeks, chill until you get right. And then come back, okay? Let your foot heal, okay? Get right. But I'm really liking this lineup. RJ, Cam, Brunson. Now you got Hartenstein and Julius. I'm liking that lineup. I'd rather have Mitch Rob in there. I know some of y'all gonna be hyping Hartenstein. I'm not saying Hartenstein no scrub, but to me, you know, Mitch Rob provides that rim protection that Hartenstein just can't do. He don't have that ability. Mitch Rob hurt his knee early in the game. You know what kills me? Some of the people that are supposed to be Knicks fans that's ready to crap on Mitch Rob the minute he misses a game. Listen here, man. Was y'all really expecting any player on the New York Knicks or any player? And you know how many players in the NBA now that's out of 400 players that actually played 82 games last year? I think it's like 5. So all of a sudden, Mitch played 70 games 70. That's, to me, in this day and age, that's good. So he misses a game, all of a sudden he can't stay healthy, blah, blah, blah. Some of y'all need to go get medicine or something. What's wrong with some of y'all? The brother played 70 games last year. Okay? He'll be back. They're going to miss 10, 12 games. Everybody is. All of them are. Okay? Some of y'all tripping, man. Dad. All of a sudden, he can't stay healthy, and he can't do this, and he can't do that. Stop tripping or go root for the daggone Nets. Please. Get out of our face, man. It's Knicks Nation. Daggone. Anyway, Mitch Rob is going to be out for a week. That's cool. I'm glad. You know why? Look. We still got Hart. We still got Jericho Sims, as y'all know. But daggone, some of y'all going to be happy, right? Why? Because we started to see Randle at the 5 and Obi at the 4. And then wait, they put Cam in there with him. Y'all seen that, right? Y'all seen it, right? Y'all as hyped as I was about that? Daggone, man. Daggone. And wait. All of y'all with the diarrhea talking about Obi can't shoot. Hey, wait. All of y'all with the diarrhea talking about Obi can't shoot. Wait, where y'all at? And let me give y'all, I'm hearing crickets. Let me give y'all the next step too. Obi's a way better rebounder than y'all understand. Okay? Way better than y'all know. Obi is like Stoudemire. What was Stoudemire? Stoudemire was like an 8 or 9 rebound a game guy. The only difference is Obi's getting 15 minutes a game. Stoudemire got 30. Okay? Obi could board, y'all. I'm just telling you. Okay? Y'all need to wake up, some of y'all. Shoot. Stop downing my board. He could rebound, y'all. He can. Yo, did y'all see? Leaks out too much. Get out of here. Get out of here. Leaks out too much. Do you realize Obi Toppin is one of the fastest players in the NBA? Do you realize that? Just leak out too much. What's wrong with y'all? Hey, listen. For some of y'all that don't understand basketball and the history of the game a little bit, let me just help y'all out. Okay? Look. Go back and look at the second championship that Houston won. Yeah. Remember Houston Rockets won 2 championships back to back. Y'all remember that? In the 90s? They beat the Knicks in one of them. The second year, I forgot who they beat. But go back and look at that second championship. Why do I mention that second championship? Well, what happened is the Houston Rockets went and got a guy that was from Houston. And his name was Clyde Drexler. They used to call him Clyde the Glide. Y'all remember? Some of y'all may not remember him. It's all good. Most of his career was in Portland. He was drafted by Portland. He played most of his career in Portland. Okay. Why do I bring up Clyde Drexler? Because one of the major reasons Houston beat Orlando in that second championship was Clyde was one of the fastest players in the NBA. And what they were doing was outletting the ball to Clyde on the run. And the brother could not only run very fast with the basketball, but he could also dunk at a very high level. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Okay? So stop tripping on Obi. Talking about he pre-releases. Yeah, he pre-releases. That put pressure on the defense. Okay? Stop tripping. That's Obi. That's what he does. Okay? And the key here is, why do I bring that up? The more easy baskets you can get in an NBA game, the greater your advantage. Okay? So for Obi to get easy baskets, 2, 3, 4 easy baskets because he breaks out on the offensive rebound and he's gone and they got to get the ball to him. Or even what happened yesterday, there was a play where IQ got it after a made basket and Obi was down the floor already and they got him the ball and he scored. So that's what you want. That's how that's a weapon. That's a weapon. That's a weapon. Okay. You want to utilize that weapon. Look at Houston. They won the championship with it. You got to utilize that weapon. Not everybody, listen, everybody don't have that. You got to have some elite speed to do that. It ain't just easy as playing street ball and hanging out at the other rim. You got to have elite speed. Obi plays defense, and he just breaks out so fast that, if you're keeping your head up at the point guard, he's going to cause problems for the defense, okay? That's what you want. Okay, that's what you want. Okay, that's how you got to do this, okay? So now, let's give Tom Thibodeau his props. I didn't expect him to change. I was expecting Fournier to start Friday. Not that I was favoring that, but just knowing Tom Thibodeau being real, so he changed, man. All of a sudden, Grimes was in the starting lineup. And then Grimes can't go the next day against Boston And it's not Fournier, it's Cam Reddish. Now listen, they lost to Boston, but look, nothing for nothing. But they're going, Boston sunk 27 threes. They're gone. And listen here. You got to admit, Boston is, they just come out the finals. This is an elite team. They beat Milwaukee last year to get to the finals, okay? This is no joke team. And Tatum and Brown are playing at a very, very high level. We got to admit that. So there was a good test for the Knicks. But that being said, I think we all agree. The Knicks need to really, this defense got to come together. And I'm telling you, it's got to come together. Okay, Boston got off on their three-point shot. They really did. They got their jollies off on the three-point line. They did. But this is where I favor Thibs keeping this lineup and letting them work it out. You see what I'm saying? Keep the lineup and let them work it out. Between practices, between film sessions, between strategy, let them work it out. Okay? And I think Thibs is going to do that. Let them work it out. And just, they'll figure it out. In fact, Brunson was saying they weren't very vocal. You got to talk. Y'all know basketball. No, you got to talk on defense, starting with the 5 spot. But everybody got to be talking, got to be aware of what's going on. Everybody's got to talk, right? You got to talk. Pick coming. Step up. Go over. Go under. You got to talk. People got to talk, okay? Now, why weren't they talking? This is the first time this unit played together this many minutes. I ain't no excuse. That's real. You got to give them time to blend, give them time to gel. Okay? So now you got Cam Reddish in the starting lineup. Cam is today, Sunday. He knows tomorrow night when they play Minnesota, he is starting. That's a different scenario than all of a sudden you're getting dressed in the locker room and Thibs comes up to you and says, you're starting today. That's different. He knows he's starting now. Okay? He knows he's starting. So now he's preparing. Right now, today, they're doing a practice. And I am sure Cam is running with the first unit. And they're understanding some schemes. They've looked at some film and they're studying the scheme. They're studying Minnesota. They're finding out what Minnesota runs. They know what they got to do. So I'm expecting improvement tomorrow night when they play Minnesota. I'm picking, Jay Ellis, I don't know if you're here. I'm picking the Knicks to beat Minnesota tomorrow night because they're studying the film. They know what they have to do. Cam Reddish is in the starting lineup. And you know what? Listen. I like Fournier in the second unit for now. Grimes should sit. He should not. Don't bring him out there. He ain't ready yet. Let's give him a chance to get ready, okay? Let's have your second unit, Obi, with Jericho. If you need Jericho Sims, or you put Randle at the 5 and play Obi with Randle. And I'd like them to do that. Some of y'all, that'd be good, man. But Fournier, D Rose, and quickly. Okay, let's move that. Let's move with that unit as mob deep for now, and we'll be okay. Okay, we'll be okay. Is that correct, Mr. Curry? Did you just say that? Did you just say that my man Ant ain't playing? Did you say that? Let me take a look at this injury report real quick, because that's too good to be true. Let me see here. You telling me Ant ain't playing? Wait, let's take a look at this. What's the injury report? Let me just take a look. No, man. The brother they got Rudy Gobert is day to day. That's the only brother they got on the thing. Where y'all hear that? Oh yeah, Ant playing. You got to assume they're gonna be full strength. Rudy Gobert is day to day. They're gonna be full strength. Okay. So my bad, D Nice. I'm not Evelyn Wood, much as I'd like to speed read. The chat is moving fast. I can't always catch it. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, we can still beat them. Ant on no end. And Ant is tough. Ant is an elite player. Yes, the Ant is elite. But we can still beat them. Okay. What I liked about last night, though, as opposed to Friday night, and as opposed to last Wednesday, daggone Brunson was picking his spots better. He was recognizing when he could go. Now, there was a couple of times where some bad shots was taken. But what I noticed as a whole is that what they were doing, and RJ did it one time, what they were doing, they would force the defense to one side, the strong side of the ball, leaving the weak side with just one guy over there. And they would set a pick, basically, to get the guy with the ball on the weak side and get more easier play. They were doing that constantly yesterday. So, the thing is that worked, and Brunson was picking his spots very well for the most part. Okay, he ended up with 10 assists, I think, yesterday. Right, he ended up with 10 assists yesterday. So I mean, he was picking his spots, for the most part, very well. I liked how he was handling it. And you know what? There's a difference, y'all, between being aggressive and being a hero ball hawk. Okay. Brunson in the earlier games this week was being a bit of a ball hog. I mean, some people get carried away and say he's always a ball hog. He's not always a ball hog. I'm just saying he had been focusing too much on getting his shot off and not getting others involved in the game. But against Boston now, he was really playing a nice style of ball. I like how he was playing. The Knicks only had 22 assists. We got to do better than that. And Thibodeau, like I said, I like the presser after the fact. He said, we got to take better care of the ball. The defense has got to get better. Okay. He did say that. And I know he knows that the assists have to go up. The Knicks will need to be averaging 25 assists a game. Okay. We're going to have to do that. Now, Brunson is the key factor there. Now, he had 10 assists, and that's excellent. That's really good. But really, 2 assists for Julius Randle in 40 minutes is not good. You say, what about Julius Randle? Well, if you're watching the Knicks, he's a focal point. Like, he gets the ball. Even as a third option, he gets the basketball in his hands a lot. He's got to be able to give it up quickly. Okay? Yeah, Craig Ward, one of the times I was cursing at the TV Saturday night was watching RJ get within 1 foot of the basket and come up short. I have to admit, that was bothering me. The brother would get within 1 foot of the basket and do his little push and not put enough on it to finish. It was driving me crazy. I think RJ realizes he's got to get better there. Okay, got to get better there. Because that's about, at least, I'm going to be conservative, at least 4 points a game that he could get more. Okay, that's about 4 points a game more he could get just closing that when he gets, because RJ gets in the paint and he gets to the middle of the floor in the paint. Pretty much where Hartenstein shoots his little push shot that goes in, RJ gets there. He gets there, but he has to finish. He's got to finish, man. He's got to finish. Okay, if he could do that, that's the next phase. Now, y'all notice, though, he's been scoring in the 20s, mid-20s last couple of games. Why? Hitting his free throw. The brother's hitting his free throw. Can't deny that. The brother's hitting his free throw. Okay, he's hitting his free throw. So because of that, his scoring average is going up. Now, we expected his free throw average to go up. We expected that. And we expected his points. Now, he's averaging 19 right now. He's getting 4 free throws a game and shooting daggone 81%. We expected that from RJ. And I want to tell you something. I want to be honest with y'all. And some of y'all ain't going to like it. But RJ's not going to finish the season shooting 27% from 3. He's not. Okay. So if he got his 3-pointer up to 35, which I'm telling you right now, I'm going to tell you, Raw Hebrew going to say right now, he's going to be up in the 35, 36 range before the season's over. If he could get that 27% up to 35, 36, you're talking about a 24-point per game score right now. He got 81% from the line right now, RJ. Okay, so the Ray Charles glasses are off with regard to free throw shooting. But if he can get that 3-pointer up to 35, 36%, that's another 3-pointer a game. You're probably talking about 24 points a game for RJ Barrett. Okay, that's what you're probably talking about. I'm not worried about him. Okay, and you know very well he's going to work on it. He's going to work on it. Okay, now, defensively, I'm expecting improvement simply because now you have a rotation that has a Cam Reddish in it, has an RJ in it, and you have protection for a Jalen Brunson. No more need to worry about Evan Fournier and Jalen Brunson. You're going to have RJ and Brunson, and you're going to have Cam and Brunson. So they got to talk on defense. Julius has got to be, on point here. And Hartenstein, I'm not worried about Hartenstein in the sense of the way I'm worried about Julius. I'm worried about Julius because you could see plays. How many of y'all saw how many times yesterday he would get the ball on the pinch post and have a wide open player, teammate, and didn't catch him? How many times did you see that? I mean, a couple of times. He had guys wide open, missed it. And, all it takes is a split second. You got to be ready, and catch the guy when he's cutting. You got to look for that. Julius has a bad habit of keeping his head down and not looking for it. And then all of a sudden he missed it, right? Hartenstein doesn't miss. When you cut and Isaiah Hartenstein has the basketball, you're going to get the ball. Julius needs to be a little more of that. He needs to see when his teammates are cutting and they're open, and he needs to get them the basketball. I believe he will. The problem is he's looking down. And I think, I'm very confident they're going to look at the film and see that. And so I'm hoping Julius, improves in that area. Now, Hartenstein hustles like, he got some of y'all. I'm going to bring up another old timer. Some of y'all going to know who I'm talking about. Some of y'all ain't going to never heard of him, but he got a couple of rings. He was actually a league MVP. He actually played for the hated Celtics. His name is Dave Cowens. There was a dude, he was about 6'8". He played center for the Celtics. His name was Dave Cowens. They used to let homie get away with murder in terms of foul, but he was a hustler. Nobody hustled at the 5 spot like Dave Cowens. He was physical and he hustled. Isaiah Hartenstein, to me, is a 2000s version, a millennial version of Dave Cowens. The problem with Hartenstein is they don't let him play as physical as they did when Cowens was playing. When Cowens was playing, that brother would be all over the other guy at 5. I mean, he'd be draped on him like he was a curtain or something, and they wouldn't call foul. Well, nowadays, they can't do that, see? But Hartenstein hustled. Dave Cowens wasn't very athletic. I think he came out of University of Kentucky or Louisville, something like that. He wasn't very athletic. He was a hustler. He was diving on the floor. Every game he was diving on the floor. He would do anything to win. And at that time, if you were watching the game back in the 70s, Boston had, talk about home court advantage. The refs would just favor Boston every call in the Boston Garden, okay? So Cowens got away with a lot, but Hartenstein is not getting away with that. But Hartenstein hustles, that's my point. He dives on the floor, and his basketball IQ is elite. The problem, he doesn't have Mitch Rob's natural lateral ability. He doesn't. He definitely doesn't have the jumping ability of Mitch Rob. But the boy can hustle, and the boy plays with a high IQ, and that's what I'm saying. And so that's good. We need Mitch Rob. We need Julius to follow suit. That's what we need. Now, if we can get Julius to get on board, and this is my problem. I'm very confident that Randle will get on board. Some of y'all going to say, you crazy. I get it. But I'm confident that Jay Randall's going to get on board with this, okay? And so that's why I like the way this is going now. Pudge Night, they could trade Randle. But and I know, they're going to wait till the trade deadline. And somebody's got to offer the Knicks a number 1. They're not trading Randle unless they're getting the number 1. That's just how it is, okay? We got to be real with this. I'm not saying it's not worth it or worth it. That's not my point. But you got to understand, they're not trading Randle. The Don is not getting rid of Randle unless he's getting the number 1 back. The Don is cheap like that. He needs a number 1 back for Randle. And you heard even Ian Begley. We asked him when we were on Jay Ellis's program. When we were on Jay Ellis and Ryan G's program, we asked him with him, if they got a number 1, would they entertain? He said they'd listen. They'd listen if somebody was offering a number 1, okay? So let's look at that way. But in the meantime, this is the 9th game, right? So we got 31 more games until the trade deadline. We got 31 more games. Let's let this roll. That's all I'm saying. Let it roll. Okay. Finally, we have a rotation that most of us can agree with. Am I right? Am I right, y'all? I mean, for the fact, I love Deuce. I want Deuce in there, but I ain't going to argue with what they got right now. I'm not going to trip with what they got right now. So we got a rotation that works, okay? The vibe is sweet. Y'all got to admit this. The vibe is sweet for not just the starting 5, but the second unit. The vibe is sweet. Okay, it is. So, and when Quentin gets healthy, you're going to see Fournier out of the rotation completely. That's the truth about it. Okay, but all I'm saying is, let Grimes come back strong. Let him come back. Okay. It'll take him about 5 games to get his rhythm once his foot is healed. I wish they would quit. I wish he would quit trying to come back when his foot is not completely healed. Let's let it come back. Okay. Let's be strong. Okay. And so I like the way the unit is right now. I like Cam in the starting unit. I like the second 5, even if they don't have Deuce in there. I like Quick. I like D Rose in there in that second unit. And we got at the 5 spot behind Isaiah Harden. We still got Jericho Sims, and we have Julius Randle. Okay, so you got Julius Obi in small ball. And to be quite honest with you, if Gobert plays tomorrow, I honestly think a Julius Obi small ball is going to give them problems. I really think, because Julius is physical enough to deal with Gobert for the most part offensively. He's just got to be able to read when they get ready to do a lob and not allow it. But as far as offensively, the speed of Obi with the rest of the crew, I think it's too much for Minnesota defensively. I really do. So I think we got a good shot against Minnesota. Even in Minnesota, we got a good shot against them. I really think we do. Now, right now, as I was saying, we got the rotation we need right now. Let's let this roll. That's all I'm saying. Just let it roll, and let's let it develop. They're going to get better defensively. Brunson's going to get used to the crew that he's got now, and he's going to do what he do. RJ, I mean, y'all did see he played better beside Cam yesterday. He did. He played better beside Cam. What did RJ score yesterday? And RJ does drive me the heck crazy with some of the stupid turnovers he be doing. I mean, I'd be like, what the hell? But he had 27. Okay, he shot the ball well. 31 days till this is done. Knicks are on the clock. Hey, you are. Thanks for the $5 super chat. iStream Team Radio. Thank you. I appreciate that. But RJ played well yesterday overall, with Cam out there. So let that continue to gel. Julius, I'm really believing he's going to conform, is I guess a word, to new lineup and take his position in there and play proper. I want Grimes to just heal. Let's not push Grimes too much. Hartenstein is not Mitchell Robinson, but he brings a different dynamic to the table. He's more IQ. He's more of a passer. He's obviously more of a three-point shoot. He's not as athletic, but he dives on the floor for everything. He gives his whole, I'm not trying to make a pun, but he gives his whole heart to the game. His heart is in it. He's diving. He's out there hustling. He's doing his thing, okay? So I like Hartenstein. He's a hustler, hard neck, roughneck dude, a roughneck that we need. Y'all remember we had Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley, of that Knicks tough and rough and tumble defense. It was Charles Oakley, and for one season, it was Xavier McDaniel. They were roughnecks out there, baby. And that's what I like out there. You can't be but so roughneck in today's NBA because of the rules. But Hartenstein's a roughneck. I like it, man. I like it. I like the way he plays. He's that roughneck, that lunch pail workman-like dude that you want out there, okay? So, so I'm happy with that. So they just have to focus on some areas that all of us are realizing. And I'm not trying to speak for all the Knicks Nation. I don't want to do that. But I think most of us realize ball movement, turnovers, taking care of the basketball, right? And then keeping the starting 5 the way it is so that they could gel. I think they're gonna be all right. We could do that. Let it roll for 20 games. That's all I'm saying. Let it roll. See, I just was trying to get them 5-5 out of this first 10 because we got to get the lineup right. Most of us understood Fournier was not the guy to be starting at the 2. Most of us understood that, right? And so finally, Tom Thibodeau agrees with us and has taken him out of the starting lineup. Okay, fine. So now we got the right starting 5. Let's let them gel. Let's let them gel because y'all understand, I believe that RJ at 6'6", 6'7" will overwhelm most 2 guards. It's amazing to me. I keep telling you, RJ is Jimmy Butler. Some of y'all looking at Jerry Butler All-Stars. They know RJ's not that because y'all don't know what you're talking about. You're not looking. in his second or third, fourth season, look at Jimmy Butler and look at RJ. You're seeing the same. Jimmy Butler, I don't even know, does he shoot three-pointers now? I mean, can he? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it take him a long time to get to know how to shoot a three-pointer. That's what RJ, same thing. And he was bully ball dude. Jimmy Butler, bully ball dude. You know, same thing. He's averaging 21 and a half right now. Jimmy Butler is shooting what? He's from the three-point line. He's shooting 39%. But this is the new and improved veteran Jimmy Butler. When he was RJ in his fourth season, he wasn't doing that. He wasn't shooting like that. You go back and look at Jimmy Butler's stats his first four seasons. He was getting no minutes his first season at age 22. By his second, Thibs was giving him all kind of minutes, and then he started growing as a scorer, but he couldn't shoot no three-point shot. All the way till he got to Miami, he couldn't shoot no three-point shot. This year, he is finally, and he what, in his 10th season? Okay, and some of y'all are tripping about Jimmy Butler, and when I say Jimmy Butler and RJ is going to be better than Jimmy Butler, okay? He's 22 in his fourth season. Right now, he slashes. He bully balls people. He's now hitting his foul shots. He rebounds. Okay. He's going to more what you're going to see from RJ. He's going to recognize when he has mismatches, and he's going to take advantage, full advantage of it. He's going to victimize whoever's guarding him, and he's got a mismatch. That's Jimmy Butler. Okay. And so the next thing is the three-point shot. It's taking a minute for him to get it, but I'm very confident in my boy RJ. See, some of y'all got to understand, if you're a Nets fan or Golden State Warriors fan, okay, I get it. But if you are so-called Knicks Nation, how are you going to be crapping on your number 3 overall pick? What is wrong with some of you? What, you think you being real? You're supposed to support the young boy. What's wrong with y'all? Okay, go. Please go to the Nets. Please go. You call it realistic. I call it hating, Keith. Come on, man. Stop it. You just hating, brother. Be real. There's real and there's hate. That's hate. This brother's our number 3 overall pick. You're supposed to support that brother. What you expect? Everybody's Luka Doncic? No, not everybody is. Okay. Shoot. Daggone, man. Come on, Keith. Yeah, you right, Keith, but I ain't hearing no love. I ain't never heard no love. You see, this is like, my oldest son, he's just waking up. Okay. My oldest son is 42. My oldest boy is just waking up. Okay. And how am I saying? He was all flashing that red hat, and all that cool crap, right? And he now waking up, and I was telling him, I said, I never hear you say anything positive about a brother. You making excuses as to why you hate the brothers, but you ain't never said nothing positive about the brothers. I've been hearing negativity continually from you. Okay, finally, last year, he's starting to wake up. Okay, and Keith, that's what I'm saying. I ain't never heard a positive thing you say about RJ. Everything that come out your typing is negative. That, my brother, is hate. Constructive real criticism has 2 sides. You see what I'm saying? It's got positive and negative. That means you say something good, and then, boom, you bring your other stuff. But brother, you ain't saying, Keith, my man, you ain't saying nothing positive about RJ. That's hate. You understand? That's straight hate. That's hate, brother. See, some of y'all claim I was hating Julius. Some of y'all claim I was hating Julius, but that's because, you didn't take that stuff out your ears. Because when Julius does good, I'm his number 1 fan. Y'all know that. I be saying positive things about Julius when he does good. When he doesn't do good, I'm telling you, he sucks. I'm just telling you. Last year, he was an anal retentive jerk. And I told y'all that. 2010 don't matter. He was an anal retentive jerk. Okay? And now he's doing better. That's all I'm saying. Okay? You got, when you being real has 2 sides, positive and negative. Real is just not straight negative for your number 3 overall pick on the team you claim to support. Okay? When somebody do good, you say they do good. When they do bad, you say they do bad. You understand? That's all I'm saying. And that doesn't have any bearing on whether I think Randle should be traded. I'm just calling it as I see it. That's all. As you see it, you call it. Okay? RJ scored 27 yesterday. The brother played well with Cam yesterday. Okay, he did. RJ played well with Cam. Give the young brother his props. He's going to be better than Jimmy Butler. He's only in his fourth season at age 22. He's going to be better. Wait till the brother get 25. He's going to be better. He really is. So I'm not worried about RJ, whether he's 1 for 21 from 3 or not. He's going to be okay. Okay? So let this rotation roll for a minute. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Let this rotation roll for a minute. That's all. Let them, let them gel. Let them marinate. I think we're going to be okay. Now, I'm looking for the Knicks to beat Minnesota tomorrow. I'm looking for some lockdown defense. I'm hoping they can step up on the defensive end. Anthony Edwards is going to give them a test. There's no doubt. He's going to give them a test. Anthony Edwards is an elite talent. He's an elite talent, and he's going to give the Knicks a serious test tomorrow night. There's no doubt about it. We can't just downplay that. That's what's going to happen. He's going to give the Knicks a serious, test tomorrow. You got D'Angelo Russell, who can't guard his shadow. But then you got Jaden McDaniels. He's the younger of the McDaniels brother. That brother can play some defense. Okay, really can. And then you got Cat. We know Cat and Rudy Gobert, obviously. So they got a nice unit. They are 5-5 right now. Just like the Knicks, they a little struggling right now. They're not no elite team in the West right now. So we catching them at a good time. Okay, so the thing is, the Knicks can do well against this team. Anthony Edwards is an elite talent. Okay, he really is. But D'Angelo Russell offensively is all-star. Defensively, he's vulnerable. Now, what does this mean? If the Knicks can, you build that wall. Now, in spite of Boston, I know it didn't look good yesterday with Boston dropping all them threes, but you got to understand, Boston was hot yesterday. I was watching Brown hit some threes that I'd never seen him hit like that before. I mean, with people in his face. Brown is a streaky dude, and he was on yesterday. He's like RJ, but he's on the more advanced level. So if he gets hot, he could drop 40 on you. He was in that mode yesterday. And of course, Tatum is a top 5 player in the NBA, in my opinion. So they were hot yesterday. And that Caucasian boy, Hauser, that guy, he was killing yesterday. He was killing from 3 yesterday. So you got these brothers hitting their threes like that, okay, it's going to be what it is. We could deal with that. But overall, what I was watching was the Knicks really was building that wall in terms of dribble penetration, in terms of fast break. They were getting back on defense. They were building a nice perimeter wall. I saw it a number of times yesterday. It was really good. If they do that against Minnesota, we're going to win the basketball game. And so I think they will. D'Angelo Russell can't guard his shadow. And so I'm expecting Brunson to go at this brother. And I'm expecting RJ to go at this brother. Okay? So I'm hoping that's the case. If we can get the advantage right there between RJ and Brunson, I think we'll be in good shape. It's not about Randle tomorrow. I hope he doesn't make it about himself. If he can, Cam going to do Cam. Okay, Hartenstein going to do Hartenstein, and Obi is going to be a major factor. This is the thing. Y'all know the Knicks got, this is a fact. I'm not giving you my opinion here, but the Knicks are rated the 4th best bench in the NBA. The 4th best bench averaging 43 points a game off the bench. That's tremendous, right? If we can get Mobb Deep back to Mobb Deep, and what that means is Quickly has got to shoot better. I'm really not worried about him either, because I really believe that Quickly is not going to stay in this funk forever. He's going to bust out. He's just that type of scorer where I'm just saying I believe Quickly is going to end up, He's gonna blow up one day. One day he's gonna do his thing and it's gonna blow up. He's gonna drop 20, 25, 30. He's gonna do that, and everybody's gonna know he was the deal from the beginning. It's gonna be that way. His foul shooting, gonna get back to that 90% range. I'm not worried about quickly. So, and D Rose has been playing very well with the minutes he's been given. He's really doing very well. So I don't want to increase D Rose's minutes. D Rose in the minutes he's getting between say 10 and 14, that's what you want. At age 34, you gotta remember the brother's 34 years old playing this game. So you got to keep that, just leave him there. That's good. There are gonna be games where he goes off. But that Jada from like the 3/4 side, both sides, it's money. So I'm just let D Rose do D Rose. We'll be all right. So you got D Rose, Cam, but on the second unit, Obi, IQ, I think we're gonna be good. Okay, we're gonna be good. So I'm expecting a breakout game from Quickly at some point. It can happen anytime. Tomorrow against Minnesota will be good. I'm expecting Obi to be Obi and do what he's been doing this year. He's already starting off very well. He's playing very well in his limited minutes. Okay, excellent. And so those two off the bench with the rest of the bench crew, when you got Fournier and you got Jericho Sims and you got the rest of the bench crew, they'll be good, man. So they should drop. See, they've been a little bit under their average the last two games. I think they scored 34 and 36 or something in the last two games, the bench unit. So they're due to break out. I'm again saying the bench unit is going to be the key here. The bench unit, if they can outscore Minnesota's bench unit, which I believe they will, we should come out of there with a W. So I'm looking for the Knicks to step it up on the defensive end. Please, if they can really get under 10 turnovers tomorrow, that's a big one. Get 10 or less turnovers, that's a big one. If they can get 25 or more assists, that's a big one. We're going to struggle on the boards because Mitch Roberts not there, but I'm still expecting us to hold our own on the boards. Hartenstein might get victimized by Gobert, but he can hold his own a little bit. We'll be okay. Julius should be tough tomorrow for them. He should be a tough one for them tomorrow. And so a couple of times Saturday night against the Celtics, brother Randle came down with a rebound. Somebody else had their hands on it, and he just snatched them with the ball. He's a strong dude, man. So I like that. So we got a good shot at winning this game tomorrow. Now, McCormick said, what if we acquire Jay Crowder? Okay, right now, I don't want the Knicks to make any moves. I don't want the Knicks to make any moves right now. I don't want to bring in Melo. No, I don't. I don't want to make the Knicks to make any moves right now. We got exactly what we need. We finally got the rotation that we need. Please let them play without talking about getting this guy or getting that guy. We do not need Carmelo Anthony. We do not need Jay Crowder right now. We don't. At the trade deadline, as you're approaching the end of December, really the end of January, you can all look at it and say, okay, what do we have? What are we doing? What does it look like? What are we looking like toward the end of this season? But right now, I don't want to make any changes. Right now, let's just keep this crew the way it is. Let them run. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Let them run. Let them run. Let them run. Okay, let this crew run the way it is. No, it's not unjust. Some of y'all dealing with Melo from New York. Melo is past his prime. He's a spot-up dude right now at best. And there's too many other younger dudes in the league that could do what he does for us to be worried about Melo. Okay, it's a sentimental thing with Melo, and I get it. I'd like Melo to finish his career as a Knick. I want to see them retire his number for real. But let's not trip and act like Melo should be playing in front of Grimes. Stop it. Don't act like Melo should be playing in front of Cam. Stop it. And if you ain't thought of that, stop mentioning his name. Sure. What y'all think? You got to sit Grimes or Cam to play Melo. No, he shouldn't be on the Knicks. No, not right now. Stop it. The brother old. He's done. He finished. He can't help us. Look, he was playing with LeBron last year. What happened to the Lakers? He was playing with LeBron last year. What happened to the Lakers? He was playing with Dame Dollar. What happened to Portland? Would y'all stop with this revisionist history that you could bring back the glory years? That Melo is gone. We don't have him no more. The 62-point Melo don't exist no more. He can't help us. Okay? Stop it. Wake up. I love Carmelo Anthony. Not only as a basketball player, but as a brother. The brother's good, man. Good for the community and all that. But we can't use him. I'm not sitting Grimes for Melo. What's wrong with y'all? And you think I'm sitting Cam Reddish, Butterbean for Melo right now? What's wrong with y'all? Stop it, man. Please. Please. Oh, you want him to be a leader? Okay, hire him as a coach, man. Hire him as a coach. Hire him as a coach. Bring him on as a coach. Let him coach the young boy. No problem with that. But we ain't good enough to be having a dude, like Miami got that dude. What's that 100-year-old dude? What's that 100-year-old brother they got on Miami, man? What's his name? What's the brother's name? You'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, Udonis. We ain't good enough to be having an Udonis Hansler right now, man. We ain't good enough for that, okay? Miami got a couple of chips. They've been to finals, okay? We ain't good enough to be carrying a mascot at 140 years old. We ain't good enough to be doing that, okay? We ain't, okay? So love Carmelo. I ain't trying to hate on Melo. Love Carmelo Anthony, yo. But come on, man. His time is past, bruh. This is sports. This is the league. This is the reality of sports. Sugar Ray Leonard was the deal. You couldn't even touch him till he got into the ring when he was past his prime. Then he got his behind beat. Sometimes it just goes. The last one to figure that out is the player himself. Dwight Howard saying, I'm feeling disrespected. No, you feeling old, Negro. That's why you ain't playing. You old. It's a young man's game. Come on, man. Yo. You understand? It's a young man's game. LeBron is the exception, but not the rule. He's the exception. He's not the rule. Okay? So y'all with this whole Melo fantasy, that's what it is, fantasy. Let us at least, can we get in the playoffs and win the first round? Can we do that before we start bringing on mascot Melo and sending him off with a nice retirement and retiring his jersey? Let us get in the first round, win that, lose in the second. Can we do that? Okay, can we do that, please? Before we start talking about Melo, he can't help us. Sure. Melo plays the 3 and the 4. What you going? Wait. You want to play him in front of Obi? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all ever think about these things before you start mentioning them? Oh, my gosh. Anywho, forget Melo. Forget it. Get that out your head. Get that out your head. So, let's let this crew roll the way we got it right now. I'd just like to see Mitchell Robinson come back, which probably a week from today. What's today? Today is the 6th, right? So we're talking, let's look at the schedule here. Let's look at the Knicks schedule. So we're talking about today's the 6th, what they got on the 13th, what they got going on the 13th. They got Sunday the 13th at home against Oklahoma City at noon. That's going to be a tough game. The Knicks don't play well on matinees, number one. Number two, Oklahoma City's way better than we think they are. So that's not going to be an easy game. But I'd like to bring Mitch Rob back for that game if we can, if it's possible. I'd like to see him back against OKC. Okay, that'd be good. Let him get healthy. Let him come back. They want to really evaluate him in 10 days. Let him come back, and we'll be okay. But tomorrow night's game against Minnesota, the Knicks can win this game. The Knicks can win this game. They can win this game. Okay, they can win this game. Oh, Sherwin says, well, you see, when Sherwin says, or anything Sherwin says, all you have to do, if you want to know what's going to happen, listen to what Sherwin says and go 180. if you want to know what's really going to happen, listen to my brother Sherwin and then go 1-8. Very simple formula. Very simple formula, okay? I mean, there's haters and then there's haters, man. There's haters and then there's haters. My man Sherwin is all good. I love you, Sherman. But go get some Alka-Seltzer or something for that upset stomach, man, because daggone, you just sour all the time. That brother talking about Sour Patch, daggone. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. All right. Anyway, tomorrow night, Jay Ellis, my man is here. I'm picking the Knicks to beat Minnesota tomorrow night. I'm picking the Knicks to beat Minnesota in Minnesota tomorrow night. I'm not so sure about the Brooklyn game Wednesday. I'm not sure. Some people starting to sleep on Brooklyn because of all their internal turmoil, but I don't want to sleep on Brooklyn. Okay. You still sleeping? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to sleep on Brooklyn right now. But tomorrow against Minnesota, I'm feeling like the Knicks could do some work tomorrow. I think they can win this game. I'm picking the Knicks to beat Minnesota tomorrow. Yes, Andrew Abraham said Cam needs to defend Edwards. Agreed. They need to put Cam Reddish on Anthony Edwards. Now, that's going to hurt Cam offensively. But yes, you need Cam Reddish to guard Anthony Edwards. I completely agree with Brother Abraham on this one. Yeah, the Goldberg matchup is going to be tough. Isaiah Hartenstein is not Mitch Robinson, but I think this is a chance, a really good opportunity for the Knicks to go small and run. And that's our best chance of beating, the giant that is Rudy Gobert. So if the Knicks could go small and run and get Obi out on the open floor and move that ball up the court quickly, all of that crew forcing that ball up the court, I think we could beat him. Okay. Does he have COVID, Anthony? Really? He has COVID? I didn't see it. I'm looking at the report here, and I did not see that. Now, maybe, who knows? ESPN has been known to be off, to put it mildly. But I'm looking at Minnesota Timberwolves, and they got Gobert listed as day-to-day. Let me just see here. Let me see. Timberwolves injury report. Let me see. Somebody else come up with something. Let's see. Fast break. What they got? They got. Everybody's talking about this guy being day to day. They're without Luka Garza, Rudy Gobert, Josh Minot, Wendell Moore. This was against Houston last night. Healthy. Oh, you right. Abraham, I shouldn't question you, brother. You got it. It says Rudy Gobert out health and safety protocols. So he could very well miss this game last night. He could. Yeah, health and safety cash out, James. Andrew, you were on point. I got to give you your props. So if he's out for health and safety, keep him out because I don't want that mess spreading to the Knicks. So yes, quarantine, go somewhere. Get out of here. So yeah. So who is their backup? Who is their backup at the 5? Let me just take a look at that. Who's their backup at the 5? Let's see. Naz Reid. And sometimes they play Cat at the 5. I could see them playing Cat at the 5 and either Kyle Anderson or Taurean Prince at the 4. Now, Kyle Anderson is deceptively tough. They can maybe start Naz Reid or they could start Cat and play play Taurean Prince or Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson moves real slow like molasses, but somehow he gets his shot off. He gets where he wants to go. It's like everybody in the world, you can count seconds between steps, but homie gets where he wants to go. So I don't know. But if Gobert can't play, we got to consider this an advantage for us, right? If Gobert can't play. So if Gobert is out, maybe the Knicks could step up here Yeah, he plays slow mo. Everything with Kyle Anderson is like, like slow mo. But you can't stop him. I mean, he goes where he wants to go, right? But I will say we have an advantage here. We have a chance to take advantage. Okay. Yeah, I think he's doing that. The St. Street Hill. I think he's doing that. He's playing Gobert off the bench, and if Grimes come back strong, you won't see Gobert no more. I mean, you won't see Fournier no more. You won't see Fournier. He's gonna be like Paulie from Godfather One. You ain't gonna see him no more. Remember, Sonny Corleone said, "Where's Paulie?" He said, "Oh, Paulie, you won't see him no more." Remember that? You're gonna see Fournier. Oh, Fournier, you're not gonna see him no more. I think that's what we're going with Fournier. So yeah. So I think we're gonna. I think that's yeah. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Take the cannolis. We. We ain't gonna see him no more. So if Grimes come back, it depends on Grimes' health, really. But Cam is starting, against Minnesota. Cam is starting, and so let's let this 5 run. That's all I want. Let's Thibs let this 5 run. Let it flow. Don't change it. I don't think he's going to. Let's flow with this for another 20 games and see how we do. I think we'll be in good shape here. I think we will. And there's still that game coming where Cam's gonna break out. I'm telling you, it's coming. Cam ain't broke yet. When Cam break out, I'm gonna be so hyped. Just watching that brother flow, man. Butter bean, baby. Butter bean. Butter bean. You're gonna see him flow. That's right. And don't let him break out with a 20-something point game and a win. It's over then. It's over then. Okay. That's coming. Give him these minutes. It's come. How many minutes did he play against Philly? How many minutes did he play against Philly? Let me see. How many minutes did Cam Reddish play against Philly? He was dead. Did y'all see him? He was dead tired, man. And they took him out of the game. I think it was in the 3rd or 4th quarter. He was dead tired. My poor brother was dead tired. He wasn't used to playing them kind of minutes. He didn't want to come out, but he was dead tired. He played 37 minutes. Yeah. Look. You keep giving Cam Reddish 30-plus minutes. You keep messing around and giving that brother 30-plus minutes. Okay. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. As they say in the Dominican Republic, we got to see what happened, man. We're gonna see what happened. We're gonna see what happened. It's Sharon trolling. Sharon, you a good dude, man. You make a brother laugh. For real. If you look up the word Knicks hate in the dictionary, there's this picture of Sherman right next to it. Sherman made Keith Turner look like a lover. I'm just saying, dang, all this brother's a hater. It's almost like one of the Knicks must have messed with his cousin. Which was it, Sherman? Was it your little cousin? What, did one of them catch you at a club or something and mess with him? Is that what happened? Okay, I get it. I'd rather you come out that way than, anything. The way people are today, they be starting to trip. Okay. That's right. True say. Fournier's French toast. That's right, brother. He is French toast. No, you're right, Craig Ward. But that's the point, though. Defense was not what Cam was known for coming out of Duke, okay? So, yeah, he gets on the floor because of defense. That just makes him a better two-way player. Cam is liable to do that explosive thing on you. Y'all going to see offensive Cam. It's just a matter of time. That's what I'm saying. Please let this, Thibs, please let this 5 run. Let them run for 20 games. And let Cam stay healthy, man. I don't know why they're comparing to Paul George. I have no idea. Cam is but a bean, man. Cam is but a bean. Adrian, you got to realize in real life, people do that. It's people that troll. That's their life. is what it is. Man. See, I try my best not to take it seriously or personally. I'll be like, there's some things, somebody catch me on a bad day and I'll delete you from a channel. You'll never come back on. You catch me at the bad time on a bad day. But most of the time, I'm just going to laugh. It's going to make me laugh most of the time. Okay? And Sherwin is consistent. That's what I like about Sherwin. He's a consistent hater. He don't hate sometimes and love sometimes. No. That brother's a consistent hater. Okay? You know what you get when you say the name Sherwin. You getting hate. You know you're getting hate, okay? It's coming, okay? Don't worry about the Warriors, Abraham. That's a team you really don't worry about them. You're going to see them go on the streak mid-season sometime. Just all they need is Stephen Curry. If Stephen Curry slows down, they got a problem. But other than that, I'm not worried about the Warriors. They're going to be there. Top 4 in the West by the end of the season. I'm not worried about the Warriors at all. Don't sleep on them. They still the Warriors. Okay. They're going to be good. Not worried about them. Okay. How many chips they got? 4? They won 1 with KD. They won 1 before KD. They won it last year. So they got at least 3. I think they got 4 chips, right? So don't worry about the Warriors. They're going to be all right. This is where you say, oh, it's November. Don't worry about it. They're going to be all right. Not the Warriors. Not worried about them. Yeah, they got 4. I ain't worried about them. Yeah. They're going to be all right. And if they get crushed, good. But I'm not worried about them. They're going to be thorns in our behinds, come the end of the year. Don't worry about them. But, so let's get this W tomorrow night, Knicks Nation. Let's get this W tomorrow night. Let's go to Minnesota, get this dub. Right now, they're probably at Tarrytown. They'll probably travel tonight to Minnesota or maybe tomorrow morning. They're probably going to get a practice in today with the new 5, watch some film and all that. I'm very, very excited. I want to see them tomorrow night. I think the game is at 9:15. It's a late game. It's not like It's not like a 7:00 game. Even Minnesota's an hour behind us. It's a 9:15 game tomorrow in Minnesota. Yeah, so I'm gonna be up for it though. I'm gonna be tired, but I'm gonna be up for it. My job's been driving me crazy these days, but hey, I'm glad to be working, right? But I'm gonna be up for that game. So listen, y'all, we're gonna be on this. Yeah, we're gonna be on this. The new 5 for the Knicks is the right 5. The vibe is tight. Obi and IQ and D-Rose still leading Mob Deep. I'm into it. Let's get this W. That's all I'm saying. Let's get this W. Right, JL? Let's get this W, yo. Right, Iman? Let's get this W. That's all we're saying. Let's get this W and do this thing. Then I'm hoping on Tuesday be able to report to y'all how the Knicks won this game in Minnesota on Monday night. Okay? Y'all have a really good and safe weekend. I got to go to an event at 3:00. Yeah, I'm in an old people community. I live in a 55 and over community. So all these old geezers like me getting together for Thanksgiving dinner. Today's my first year in this little community. So I got to make sure my face, I don't want to be all exclusive and mess. I'm down here in Trump territory. So I gotta represent, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going out there at 3:00 to be with these geezers for this dinner. But hey, whatever. Okay, we'll be all right. Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We got to handle jails. We got to handle. Okay, got to handle. And also I wanted to make an announcement. Real quick announcement. You know what though, Nick and Tom? I don't have to wear X. X is in here, my heart, right? So they're gonna hear X if they come to me talking mess. They're gonna hear X. They're gonna get Malcolm, okay? And worse than that, they're gonna get Khalid, okay? They're gonna get Khalid. So I ain't worried about it. But we are getting together in Orlando in November. Everybody in the Florida, Central Florida, Tampa, wherever you coming from area that wants to get together with us, I'm going to be setting it up with my man Imana Bakash and my man Ruel, Castle Ruel. We're going to set up a place where we're going to get together. We're going to eat and we're going to chill and talk some Knicks in Orlando. It's a centralized location. If you're looking at this, please pay attention because that's what we're doing. It's going to be in Orlando. I'm not sure where yet, but please let me know. Raw Hebrew Remnant 12 at Gmail. Email me if you want to get together. We're doing it this month in November, sometime before Thanksgiving. So it's going to be soon, right? It could be the next 10 days. So please let me know if you're interested in coming. And when we get the restaurant nailed down, we will let you know. But you got to email me and let me know you want to come. You want me to get back to you. Otherwise, you'll be left out in the Florida sunshine. But just let me know what you want to do, okay? So we're going to be in Orlando. I prefer someplace that serves a good steak, but hey, that's just me. So we'll see what happens, what y'all want to do, okay? Some of y'all vegan and all that, and I'm good with that. But we're going to see what happens, okay? But let me know if you are interested in coming to our get-together in Orlando. It's Raw Hebrew Remnant 12 at Gmail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the chat. Let me see it. www.rawhebrewremnant12 at gmail.com. So I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to put it also in the description box after we close the video, so y'all will have it there. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the description box. There it is right there in the chat. Take note of it. If you're in Florida and you want to, if you're in the Orlando area and you want to get together, I hear you, Malik. I'm all in with you, brother. No problem, Malik. If it's like that, just talk to a brother. We can support. The nation supports each other. You know what I'm saying? We support each other. Talk to me then, okay? We can help you out. We can do what we got to do to make sure Malik is there. Malik want to come. Malik Shabazz want to come. I want to be there, okay? Malik's my man. Okay, so let's let me know. We'll hook it up. You're in the summer, Abraham. Okay, well, next summer, reach out to a brother. We could do some talking. Okay, we could do some talking. Okay, so but for right now, we in November. This is the here and now. So I'm talking about between now. Let me give you a time frame. I'm talking about between now and let's say the 20th of November, like in this next 2 weeks, even like the 13th, the 20th, a Saturday night, the 19th. Saturday night, the 19th or the 12th, something like that. Amanda Bakash, Ruel, I need y'all to get back to me so we can set this up, and we'll set up a restaurant. Something we could talk some Knicks, steakhouse or something. If y'all want to do chicken, we could do that. All these places will serve salad for the vegans and all that, so we could do that too. Just let me know what you want to do, okay? And we'll figure it out. But please get back to me. Let me know. I already know I got a couple of brothers that I know are gonna come, but let me know what y'all want to do. Okay, Malik, let's do this, brother. Let's do this, man. Well, where I live, thanks for asking, Abraham. Where I live, Andrew, we're fine. No problem here. But the brothers and sisters and the problems that came really down there in Fort Myers, man. The brothers, especially the poor, got hit very hard in Fort Myers. Fort Myers is like a war zone, like a bomb hit it, man. It ain't gonna be right for a minute. That's been hit hard. And that island, see the island that got smacked around, Sanibel Island, you see, that's for what we call in Spanish. My wife, I'm not Spanish, but I've been together with this Puerto Rican woman for 38 years. She rubbing off on me, but she called it the Rico. The Rico got hit real hard, but the Rico can recover. You understand? The Rico can recover, but we having a problem with the middle class, the poor, the working class from Fort Myers got smacked around really hard, man. They still, it's going to be a minute. There's a lot of homeless down there now. So yeah, for your prayers, your candles, whatever God you serve, please remember those people, because they really, they got hit very hard. It's going to be a minute before they get back. Yeah. So it's going to be a minute. Shalom, Ruel. So Ruel, I need you and I need Imana Prakash. We got to connect so we can decide where we want to do this Orlando event where we getting together and talking Knicks probably in the next 2 weeks. Okay, y'all let me know what you want to do, and then I'll let the brethren of Knicks Nation know. Please email me, you guys that want to come, and we'll get it straight. Okay, we're down here in the Sunshine State of Florida. All right. Please, thank you all. Who was it? There was a brother that gave us $5 today, man. Y'all ain't got to be hooking a brother up like that. We really appreciate that. Who was the brother? Somebody came through with $5 already today. We want to thank you for that. Enjoy yourself. Be safe out there. Okay. We'll talk soon, Knicks Nation. After this W in Minnesota. Shalom.